Howdy guys and welcome back. Ruckus here with some more Blitz action. Back after a week off the video production, just doing some side project stuff that'll hopefully be revealed soon. Today I've got 2 subscriber replays and one from myself here on Hillsdorf in my SU-122. Beast of a machine, was once my favourite tank in the game when I was new to the C server on PC. Played this thing relentlessly, over 1,000 games. Here on Blitz though, I'm a bit spoiled for choice though. Don't play it as much, but it is a very good machine. A fast flanking, hard hitting TD that keeps up well with the meds. Speaking of meds, I am with Minamera in his Comet. Minamera you might remember from Supremacy 2, one of the winners. And I am running in this replay one of Maddox's earlier versions of the PC gun sounds mod, as well as my own reticle and auto aim indicators. On the SU-122 I've got vents, rem and gunlang drive, and I'm often asked what's better, gunlang drive or the V-stab, and apparently according to much empirical evidence the V-stab is always the better option to the gunlang drive if the option is there. You don't get that option on many tanks, but if the option is there for a V-stab and you want better accuracy, go the V-stab. So a pretty reckless start to this one. Charged forward with Minamera to jam my gun in his poor SP1C's face. 2 big hits on him and he's motoring out of there. Turn my attention to the VK. Don't know what he's expecting sitting there to reload. Don't think he expected me to be able to get that shot off so fast, but he eats one and comes screaming around the corner at him. Hold off my shot until I'm clear of this truck. But even so, still managed to bounce off his side. Troll VK 2801 armor. Behind me, Jag Panther appears out of nowhere. Bale, our 2801 is getting stuck in. He's going to have a fun game. Get the VK. Turn my attention to the Jag Panther. Minamera wants his second TD kill, but the VK gets that one. This game is over in about 30 seconds. Auto aim fail on the enemy Comet. Will the VK get him too? No, Minamera gets that one. We move on. KV-1S. Target locked. Target gone. The pain train rolls on. Only a Tiger left. Caught out in the open. Surrounded from just about every side. I would like this kill. Can I get it? Aiming is for the weak. Bounce. Ram. Yes, with 2 hit points remaining. Thank you. That was a not much of an exposition of skill, but a hell of a lot of fun. Just a 3rd class badge. 40,000 credits. I do need to start playing my premiums more. I've just spent 10 million in the past couple of weeks on a few new tanks. Gotta get that credit back up to 40 mil. We move now from my very lean and mean screen setup to Maddox's mod heavy system. The man from Shaft running solo here on Mirage in his T54. Maddox is out there trying a lot of new things in the world of Blitz modding. You'll notice custom crew voices in this one. Obviously gun sounds. His latest version of, I think it might be Gnome Father's PC gun sound, just modded across the Blitz. I'm not too sure. Either way, the gun sounds are working great in this one. And on top of that, 1,000,001 different bits of UI popping up, the practicality of which I'm not too sure about. But it's good that he's out there trying new things, and the modding continues. He reckons now he's having success getting these things to work on Windows 10, which is good news for you guys out there running that system. And he also tells me that both he and Pixel Rage are working on 2 versions of a tracer indicator to let you know what type of ammo your enemies are firing at you. Apparently it's being cleared by the Wargaming staff, so looking forward to checking that out. So pushing boldly down this eastern flank, looking to get a bit of cheeky backdoor action on these Reds who are all bunched up in the middle. Looking for the Type 61 who does seem to be aware of his presence but isn't able to get a shot away. Lots of targets there, but kind of difficult to make use of this position in the T54 as it has very poor gun depression, so he's going to have to chase the flow of the battle, which is moving back towards their spawn. Type 61, that's a valuable target. Yep, good hit. They are down a tank, and that object is kind of out of position. But the rest of his forces are kind of bunched up and should be able to put up a good fight. Possible target here with a good damage roll. Yes! Kill on the Type 61 on the move. Swing back to deal with the Pershing, who does manage to get a shot through his side armor, and unlucky there that the gun jumped up at the last moment, bounced off the upper plate, twice bounced off the upper plate of the Pershing. He is just running regular AP rounds in the T-54 at the moment, which of course don't have the best pen. More than enough though to get through a Pershing if you hit the right spots. You can see he's got this bit of UI that pops up here. When he's hovering over a tank, hovering over an enemy, it says ready, and it says target locked. And when it's away, it says ready. I don't think that actually means he's swapping in and out of auto aim. I think that's just, I don't know, a little bit of kind of superfluous info telling you that you are, your reticule is hovering over a tank of interest, but interesting. Track the T-54, try and take this guy down, save the defender. Shot, yes, defender gets a bit of revenge there. Move on to the Tiger 2. I like the little fingerprint markers as well, telling you where his fingers are on the screen when he's punching the commands. I have seen that before on, I think it might have been Pixel Rages. I've seen it around. Just the IS-8 left. Get in behind him, racking up some huge damage here. He's pretty much kept the gun firing since that engagement with the Pershing. The team pulls it back for a quite easy victory. So first class badge there for Maddox with the Confederate and Sniper Award. 4k damage, just over 4k damage with no heat rounds fired. Playing like a boss. 17 shots fired, 14 pens, and 37,000 credits. Not a bad earner. The third and final match in today's episode is on Lost Temple in the AT2. This is Klievhelm. I think he's pronounced Klievhelm. He has been featured on this channel before, and he is taking out this Tier 5 British tank destroyer with its trollish 203mm of frontal armor at Tier 5. Hell of a lot of fun to play. He's taking this out on Lost Temple. Running on this machine vents, rammer and optics. Not a bad setup. I definitely recommend the vents and the rammer on this thing. The optics though, I'm not too sure how much value you get out of those. I guess he's thinking that he'd like to spot his targets and take them out before they get too close, especially with all those new German light tanks roving around up your ass. You'd probably want to pick those off before they get too close, but I think when I owned this thing, I swapped that third slot out for probably a toolbox. You do spend a lot of time getting tracked in something like this, and the gun traverse arc, the left and right arc of the gun isn't that great, so targets are often outside your firing arc if you do get tracked, as we'll see actually in this video. It's pushing forward into the temple area, most of the team heading this way. Stragglers are coming up behind as well, and he considers camping here in the low ground. You can get shots off at guys crossing out towards the temple. Targets up already, a couple of tier 6s, tier 5 and a tier 6, a couple of Germans. He's having none of that. We're going to see some ballsy AT2 play here. To the temple. Climb AT2. Now, this could pay off, depending on how well the Reds shoot, because the Commander's Cupola is a big target, and with this many guns looking at you on such an elevated perch, you expect a few of them to go through. That Leopard though, he wasn't real happy with that position, so he's bailed. Look at this VK, just sitting there copying it, and there we go. Unfortunate that he just jiggled the hull there as he took a tracking hit. Just threw his gun outside of firing arc, but he's got the adrenaline on, making short work out of this big lump of HP. He slips just away there. Leopard's back from the look. Not going to be penetrating the front of the AT2 with the autocannon on that thing. Those two guns down there though, they will get through at least the Commander's Cupola. The VK3001H has a decent gun, and the Flat Panzer, a very dangerous gun with a high rate of fire and a very good DPM. No one seems to know how to shoot though. Oh, look out, there's a VK3002D there as well. 3001D. Cheeky shot there at his commander's cupola. No one seems to know how to shoot, but he's lining that shot up. Finally! Finally a penetrating hit, and the Leopard is back. Cheeky bastard. And gone. So the team is all seeming to swing around to try and take out that Leopard, which leaves this poor T-34, I think it is, isolated. Swings around to try and deal with this VK2801. Too many VKs, too many names to remember. The P's back, the P's gone. Come on, one more light tank. The T-34 gets him. Look at these two. They've been sitting there this whole time and no one's managed to do any damage. How is he getting away with this? It is outrageous. He wants that 3001H. Got to take out the low health target. Get rid of that gun. It's going to take 2 shots though with this alpha damage. And he slips away again. He's tracked just out of range. Taking hits from the VK to his left. Come on. Yes, there we go. Tracked by the Flat Panzer, who's having no luck whatsoever. You can see him looking at the commander's cupola here. He does get it. What's the alpha damage on a Flat Panzer? Close to 190. Jiggling back and forth, has managed to throw off that shot, and the Flat Panzer, at the worst possible time, gets cold feet, but the rest of his team has rocked up to support him, which is probably why he bailed there. VK, what is he doing? Side armor, will he get the kill? One more hit, 73 points remaining, yes! Nicely done. Kept the gun firing for pretty much the entirety of that match once it started. Very well played. Mastery, Steel War, of course. And is it Top Gun or a Sniper? One of the two. 3000 damage at 80 a pop is a pretty impressive result with 1200 XP, 45 shots fired, 36 pens. Great game. And that's it for today's episode, guys. Thank you once again for watching. And of course, thank you to all of you out there who are recording and submitting replays. I can't get through all of them, obviously, but I really do appreciate the effort. So good luck out there, and I'll see you all on the next one. Peace.